Hello there, Seraphim17 once again, bringing you the next section of this, The Good, the Bad, the Ugly on Call of Duty Black Ops. And this is the ugly. And the reason for that is because this is fucking ugly. And this is possibly one of the worst matches I've ever had on this game. And I don't mean the worst matches in my performance and my score, but just in the overall feel of the game. And there you go, my first death then comes by a guy called Kirandu or Kitandu or something along those lines, and all I know is that he's a French dude, and I've got nothing against the French aside from the fact that I fucking hate them, and I mean that in the kindest of hatreds. And basically, he's running around with a Galil, and he's not firing it the way the Galil is intended to be fired, because he's firing from the hip. And you're probably thinking, well, it's a very valid strategy. There's a perk called Steady Aim. Firing from the hip is exactly what Call of Duty is about for some people, for intelligent players, and I would completely agree with you. That's exactly what Steady Aim's all about. But this dickhead ain't using Steady Aim. This arsehole is running around with Marathon and spraying from the hip. And it works. He ends up being the best player on his team. He goes 22-8. And every single time I come up against him, he beats me. And I don't know if it's connection, I don't know if it's just utter bullshit or just, you know, God showing how much he hates me, but it made me so mad that I had to upload it, even though I do absolutely shit, because it was just... At the end of this match, I could have gone downstairs and punched every member of my family, because that's how angry I was. And it was just unbelievable. And as you can see right now, I'm trying to get... What a dickhead. I hate those cars. The fucking cars suck. But I'm trying to be a team player. I'm trying to get rid of the air support so that it's not killing the rest of my dudes. And I'm getting mopped up. Again, there's a guy with a stoner who's running around this map as if it were a submachine gun, and somehow it's working. And that's a bit of a failed drop shot, but I killed the arsehole who hip fires. There he is. He just got killed by me, and that's probably the only time me and him square off and I win. And I don't know if it's connection. I have no idea what it is, but I lose every encounter, and it makes me so angry. And that's why it makes the ugly category. But I'm not going to talk too much about the gameplay because it's ugly gameplay. It just makes me mad. It's like I realise I never bitch when I'm doing well because I'm enjoying it, and as soon as I don't, I bitch because I'm not enjoying it. I'm not having fun, and nobody likes to not have fun. We play these games because they're fun, and when you start having a bad time, it's never cool. And I don't know if you can be hypnotised or whatever to put you into a good mental state when you're going through, you know, a shit game so that you don't feel bad, but it literally makes me want to turn the game off, and that's never a cool thing. So it's just one of those really frustrating aspects of Call of Duty and of any multiplayer game when you're having a rough tide on it. But on my last video I was mentioning Second Chance and the bullshit that is Second Chance, and it's a perk that has been in Call of Duties before, but it seems to be an arsehole in this one more than it was in the other ones, and I don't know why. And a lot of people argue it's because they're invulnerable as they fall before they land for a couple of seconds, so no matter how much you shoot them, they won't die. But I think the thing that pisses me off most about it, look at that is atrocious drop shotting. Ugh. But I'm practicing to get good at tactical, so I'll let myself off. And I think the thing that pisses me off most about Second Chance is not necessarily the second of immortality that they gain before they go down. It's the fact that regardless of where they're looking on your screen, say if they're laid with their back to you, on their screen they could be smiling right at you with their pistol aimed at your face, and you don't know. So sometimes you could have an eternity to kill them, and another time you'll die with a dude who's got his back to you, and you're like, what the fuck, this can't be fair. And once again, that's probably connection based, which I'm going to say a lot because connections is everything on online gaming, which is why they should have dedicated servers. And I don't know why they don't have dedicated servers, because anybody with a fucking brain will tell you that you'll get a better connection to something that's neutral than to something that's almost biased. But yeah, Second Chance sucks. And as far as, ooh, that was just bad. But he's there again, hip firing, watch him. It's all he does. He's got a reflex sight on that gun, and he never uses it. And this guy, I mean, he's not just turned this game on, he's not got the Galil and thought, oh, I'll try my usual strategy on the Galil. He's prestiged, he's nearly as high as I am, and it's like, come on, aim! Just aim, please. Fucking aim. Ugh. But enough about the gameplay. Second Chance. I don't know how they would balance it. Maybe stop them from being able to knife. That'd be nice. because I actually don't get killed that much by a guy with a gun. It's when you're killing people and you don't realise that you've sent them into second chance, and then they knife you, and it's just, oh, come on, it's just one of them, just... If you grind your teeth, you'd practically have nothing left but fill-ins, because it's just crazy. And my drop shotting actually worked then, which is nice to see, and it's a payback kill on somebody that was hitting me. And our team's losing, I'm playing absolutely awful. Another drop shot there, that was quite nice. And there's no real reason. Somebody's sending a Valkyrie missile out, so you've got to be careful of them because they can hit you from a crazy radius. But there's no real reason for this to be a bad game. It just is, and I'm blaming it on that one French dude who's running around shooting from the hip. And I realise that not all French people do that, but it's still annoying. It's just one of those where I'm using the FAMAS as well, and I don't usually use the FAMAS on this. I like to use either the M16 or a submachine gun. But after the patch, the FAMAS is probably the most overpowered weapon on the game because it's good at every range. And any gun that's good at every range, I mean, up close this thing can beat the 74U, it can beat the MP5. And I don't... There he is! Once again, that's a different guy there, but... I die, so it's the same effect. And here's an interesting little encounter. I've got hardened on this perk usually, but I think I'm packing sleight of hand for this match, and he gets me again. There he is, Mr. Hipfire, in the flesh, runs around, kicks my ass. But I usually pack hardened for the FAMAS so that I can get those kills through cover and things. Not that this is a great map for that, because there's very little areas where that will actually work. And right then, I'm trying to do the drop shotting, and I just blatantly fail. But absolutely ugly. I hated every moment of it, and I hope you guys agree. Some shit is just wrong. But thanks for watching my videos. I hope you enjoyed this little mini series. You guys take care now.